I want to just share this short little video. Are you riding the right horse in the race? Now, just think about that. There's so many different opportunities, so many scams going on at the minute. If you're going to put your effort into something, you've got to understand you're on the right horse. So I'm just going to explain what the right horse is and why you should be actually riding it. So, first of all, the opportunity we're involved with it took off massively over in Europe in the last 8 years. And I'll explain the reason why in a second behind that, apart from all the things hidden behind the scene, but some really important bits which you'll see when I go through this. But this couple in Russia are earning 1.7 million a year from it. So I'll say that again, 1.7 million pounds per year. Now that's a colossal amount of money. It's footballers' income. But if something can work in another country and lots of countries in Europe, then obviously it's got to work here. And we've got evidence it already works. So it just means getting on the right horse and then riding that horse. So a little bit about timing and when you get involved in opportunity. This is sort of a graph of what happens with a lot of kind of businesses. They come along, they go off shooting up, and then they come down, and then they come along or go out of business or whatever. Now this business has been going since the 60s, so it's not going to go out of business. It's absolutely rock solid, but it's on a massive growth curve. But it's already had that curve in Russia. So if you're joining in Russia now, it's a bit like a big household name. Everybody knows the products, everybody uses the products. But the best time to join an opportunity when it's got a massive track record, but there's very little happening in the country they're involved. And we trade in the UK and Ireland. So the market in UK and Ireland is absolutely massive. We're doing about 8 to 10 million a year, I guess, at the minute, which it might sound a lot, but it's tiny compared to where I would say the top of this is going to be is maybe 300 to 400 million turnover. Now remember them figures when I get a little bit further into this. So how does it actually work? Well, I'll explain about the products in a little bit, but we'll basically earn 20% from the first order. Straight away, we'll get 20%. Then as soon as we go past £104, we'll get a massive 30% straight away. And that kicks in. So it gets profit straight away into people's pockets, and then just passing £104 up to 30%. And you'll see orders in a second from other than the team. Now we earn off your first team member, so you're making profit straight away. And say you get up to a turnover doing 30,000 turnover every 3 weeks, then you'd earn about £2,000. Now grow that to £300,000 every 3 weeks, and you're talking 20,000 plus every 3 weeks. Now, the exciting thing about getting paid every 3 weeks is that you get 17 paydays a year. So when I explained about the graph and how much opportunity is there, the potential to grow the turnover up to 300,000 every 3 weeks is absolutely there to be done, and it will be done. Somebody's got to do it. So we're really going for it, and it suggests you jump on board and follow our path. Now, we'll also get the same on online orders. It's no different. All the orders that you pick up at a customer gets tied to you. It doesn't get took off from you to go anybody else. It doesn't go direct to the company. That's the important thing. The company's not robbing us at all anywhere on the line. If we find the customer, that customer is ours. Now, here's an order that I actually got last week, an online order. Now, I want to explain a little bit about this because it's very, 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 very clever. So when you get an order online, and the reason I joined, to be quite honest, was because of the online side. You'll see some results of offline, but I've always been amazed at how many people don't buy on the doorstep. It's only about 1 or 2 houses out of 10 buy on the doorstep. The others don't. Now that 8 or 9 houses out of 10 that don't buy on the doorstep is a massive population to go at. So you're not tied to how many customers you've got. We've got an amazing app that manages all the customers. The support behind the company is absolutely amazing. But I'll just cover this. So say somebody placed an example. So this is an order I got last week off a customer. They placed an order for £137. So some of the things here that you actually see is loyalty points. So they got 129 loyalty points. We've got a loyalty shop. As soon as you get past 40 points, you can actually get 3 products that of your choice out of our loyalty reward shop. So that's fantastic. So it's a win-win-win for the customer. They also get in the post samples for the next catalogue. So we've got 2 new fragrances coming out. So they're going to get samples of that. You can't see what the other ones are at the top, but they get a hard copy of the next catalogue in the post. So then we can have flick through it. So once we've trained our customers to look for the orders over which are up to 70% off, if they just order them products, it's great. But what tends to happen, they order other stuff as well. Now, 95% of the products are repeat business. And this is a repeat business order of one of the products there is the wellness range. But you might know that we do wellness products, but they're absolutely amazing. I've never had a cold for over 3 years. Before that, every winter I was at the doctor's for antibiotics. So virtually everybody in the team that I know of, I don't know anybody it's not, has been doing who uses the wellness range. It's absolutely fantastic, and they're the same. There's loads of other fantastic effects from the wellness: stronger nails, stronger hair, better going to the toilet habits, and all kinds of different things. So they've spent millions on research and development. Each year they invest 11 million in research and development, improving the products, improving the IT, and investing back into the people so they make more money. And guess what? When the people make more money, so does the company. The averages over the last 10 years, they've made at least 100 million profit. That's including the year we've just gone through, lockdown and all the things that could have went wrong in the world has, but we've just carried on as absolute normal. Now, as I said, there's 1,500 products in an online shop which you can sell all the time. So once you've got a customer that can go back to that online shop and buy anytime they want. We'll have 750 an online catalog and a real catalog with offers up to 70% off that change every 3 weeks. Now, the clever thing of this, it's like when you go to the supermarket, buy one, get one free. They're doing offers all the time because they know once you go in that supermarket for a pint of milk, you'll buy the offers of buy one, get one free, and then you stick them in the fridge, etc. So once you've got the public understanding that, then basically what happens there, they buy every 3 weeks, because people, you might think, oh, well, people will not buy every 3 weeks. Well, I'll show you in a second evidence they do. And that's because they have the opportunity to pick up bargains, and everybody loves a bargain. But think about this, how often do you go to the supermarket yourself? Maybe not as much now as you used to do in lockdown, but guess what? You still usually go, even if you're doing it online, you may be ordering once or twice a week through the online supermarkets, etc. Now, added to that range, which was just started recently, we've added a fantastic jewelry range of 100 products, and that catalogue lasts for 5 months. So we've got 2 product ranges running at the same time, and the results of the jewelry range have been absolutely fantastic in the first one, and we've just launched a new one now. And that runs till about, I think, September time, when we'll obviously launch a fantastic Christmas one to run alongside all the Christmas range. Now, probably the biggest thing, what the growth of the business is, do the management understand MLM? Now, so many management don't. They just don't get it. You know, they just see it as a sales business, and it's not a people business where you've got to look after your people first. You definitely haven't got to rob your people. You haven't got to change the goalposts to make it harder for them to do that where it's impossible. You've got to reward them for the duplication, and you don't have to go 300 wide to make money. You've got to have a plan which is actually works sensible, where you can build a team and pick up a residual income. And the management's not bothered if you're earning a lot of money and doing nothing, because you've put the effort in to build the business. You shouldn't be going back working it flat out if you don't need to. But the carrot's there. If you want to work hard, you can. So as long as the management understand the business, which they do in our business, that's why it's exploded in Europe so much, and it's now about to explode in the UK and the south of Ireland. So I was saying, does it actually work? Because it's no good saying, oh, well, I don't believe these things work, kind of thing. But these are just orders that's come in, which happens every 3 weeks. And some of them are online, some of them are offline. There's one there with a fantastic order over £200. Again, you see that it's the samples that's actually going out with that order. There's a one from a blanket job, finding up a new customer, £50. There's a big clump of orders there, and this is not just a one-off. It happens every time you drop them a catalogue. £52, £37, £41, £59, £38. But you can do this online as well. There's a new order there about £50 and another clump of orders there. So that proves without doubt there's lots of orders coming in. And if it works, and just where we are at the minute, with hardly anybody doing it in the UK and Ireland, obviously the potential there to grow it massively right across the UK and Ireland, which is very, very exciting, and that's why we're joined. So just to give the example of some of the levels that's getting me done in retail already, Jill and Keith's done 5,000 bonus points retail so far. Sheila and Colin, who have 2 full-time jobs, they're running this part-time, have done 13,000. Sarah, who's a student, 5,000. Dave, who does the business part-time, has done 10,000. So that just shows you the orders actually coming in on a regular basis. And this is what you call it's supposed to be the quiet time of year as you come through the sort of, well, traditionally every part of the year is quiet till you hit the back end of the year, where the high street normally makes their money on September, October, November, December on the run up to Christmas. So these figures are supposed to be the quiet time of year, and to be quite honest, it's no different, except it does get even better when you get closer to Christmas. And especially now we've even got it going to be better than normal Christmases, because we've got a jewelry range to add to the product line. And guess what people like to buy for Christmas jewelry? So on top of that, what we have is lots of different conferences running each year. Obviously, at the minute, everything's on hold till the world becomes free that you can actually travel all over the shop. But there's Los Angeles, San Francisco, Obispo, Monaco, South Africa, Cape Town, Zambezi, Australia, the Gold Coast. They did a cruise a couple of years ago, if anybody wants to see that, where they took 6,000 reps around the Mediterranean, hired 2 cruise ships. There was that many people qualified, but one of the exciting things apart from that was there was only about 4 or 5 qualified for the UK and Ireland. That just shows you we're in the right place at the right time with this fantastic business. So get back to the person who shared you this video wearing the team Terrier, Gavin, Scott and Bonnie. So if you want to get back to us, so anybody's names you're seeing on there, it's an amazing business to get involved. We've got a fantastic support system in place. The company's got an amazing support system with the apps and online training, all the backup. But it's great to have a management that understands, and you're not fighting with a management to get them to see the most obvious thing that they're not doing. They're destroying the business. Anyway, look forward to getting in touch. I'm going to do some videos over time. So you might see one in the future. You might see this on YouTube. You might see this on LinkedIn or Facebook, whichever it is. Just feel free to actually get back to us. Very, very exciting times ahead. So thanks for watching. If you're watching it on any of the platforms, just comment or like or share or give it a thumbs up, whichever you do. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy the summer, and I'll speak to you soon.